I don't care. I don't care about how what people think about me out there, unless they think I'm mean or something. But I don't care if they think I'm like someone else, because I know I'm not. I'm a total weirdo. I don't know. I mean, not really. 10 was not a great time for me. It was right when my dad left and moved to Sydney, and it was sad to some degree. You know, I think I'm just 34 and I'm living the dream of a 10-year-old. And so I have anonymity, like what resembles anonymity.
Hello, dear. Oh, it was easy, really. I just listened for the sound of complete and utter betrayal and followed that. Oh, darling, I know you're not strong enough to handle yourself out there. Don't ever ask to leave this tower again. Because I really thought we dropped the issue, sweetheart. Everything I did was to protect you. The world is dark and selfish and cruel. If it finds even the slightest ray of sunshine, it destroys it.
I think George likes people. I think George is a warm-hearted person. But he's a little impatient with the process of acting, of finding something, you know? And he thinks it's there. It's right there. I wrote it down, you know? Just do that. You know, sometimes you can't just do that and make it work.
Somehow that rang a bell with George, and I became eventually Han Solo. Those are the entirety of my lines. No explanations required.
I'm good. Yeah. You can't have success by putting someone else down. That's impossible, you know? So I ended up putting songs on my record that were more like, come here, let me give you a hug. Deep down, I think we all want our people to be happy, you know? If you don't like the life you're living, tell yourself a different story, you know, and get out of the story you're in and go start living a different story.
Let's pack up. Looks like you and me are taking a little vacation. Forever. Ah, man. Ah, what the? What are you doing here? I can change yours. Right here. Right now. May I? I'm not like you. You know exactly who you are, you always have, but I'm still looking. I know that I'm not my father, and I never met my mother, so...
Look, just so you know, I'm not some total noob, right? I know I was a little overwhelmed out there, but I really held my own with those same douchebags, okay?
So what's the plan now? Let me guess, we're going to your safe house? Is it an Avengers Tower?
That is so sad on so many levels.
This is the part where you finish my sentence with a plan.
Multitasking.
And when I tried to stab him in the face to prove he was lying, he parried like a pro.
Sorry for scaring you into telling the truth. Like trick arrows.
Oh my god, trick arrows?
Some cool costume.
Oh my god, you wore it!
Yeah.
Oh my god, I look so good. I told you. I told you.
You know, I've been alone for a while now. Without any purpose, just hiding. There's no way to live.
Yeah, you're right. There's still a chance. There's always a chance. Our mistakes are in the past, and it's all of our responsibility, and it's about what we do next that's important. Racy there? Life has this funny way of forcing you on the path forward anyway. Now here I am, or at least expected.
I would have all the people that at my firm, you know, at the company, fill the Mercury Lounge, and it would make people give the impression that we were something was going on with our band.
The things you said are hanging in the middle of my mind tonight. I can't turn them off. I try to worry for your soul, but
I was struck by how kind of weird and unique the first one was raising many questions about technology that hadn't really been addressed. It was taking risks in creating characters.
And just, focusing on what's real, your trusted circle of friends, what's real, things that make you happy, people you love, people who love you, and like just keeping your mind on what's real. I think that's how I get through it. And also watching people, my colleagues, get through it. I mean, I think like you're a real great example.
You gave me one after the show, and it's still in my refrigerator.
Chris, you're ugly. Everyone's been talking about it. You're just really ugly.
Scarlett Johansson has the emotional range of a celery.
No, they look great. I love them. I'm sorry. I love your biceps.
I used to eat, I don't eat cheese anymore, but I just like to be around people that eat it.
I never put on a sexy face, so I don't know. I don't know, I don't know what it means to be, to act seductive.
Well, hello, NPR. Thank you for having me. Welcome. I guess I've always enjoyed the idea that a song is a gesture, so, rather than a permanent thing, so. Came in through the wall, looking like a simple being. Should've known better, you were talking to the spirit kingdom. Fox hair, kestrel skull.
Calm down, you guys. This much negative energy is bad for your skin. You'll totally break out. Yeah, the girls and I really bonded in prison. And after a few chief walking lessons, they said I could join their group. We're gonna be best friends forever. Was it just me? Or was that guy kinda cute? Wow, Azula, you were right. It is the Avatar. You're the most beautiful, smartest, perfect girl in the world. But you probably would do something horrible to them. I'm sure they're just intimidated by you.
Just when you think you've got it all figured out, just as you're starting to relax, you look up and there are wolves at the gate. Wolves with red muzzles, grief for your insides. They say he's got the most brilliant mind in the Isles, and it may be true, but a smart man wouldn't be standing in my way. When he does talk, he's going to give me a name, the next step along the way to Duke Luca Abel, then Delilah herself. A name. That's all I need.
I found that.
What's her name?
That is nothing. I burned everything else.
What happened to the kid?
I don't know yet. Halloween costumes are endless. We're having a problem. That does not sound good.
I want to ask you some questions. Like, what was her name?
All the best memories are hers.
Go meet your daughter.
All I remember is a group of boys trying to take it away from me. So I run. I go looking for a place to hide it, and the only place is this dark furnace.
Your beast's little trick didn't work on me. Apparently an iron will is all it takes to keep the glamour from digging in. So I had to watch as Father and Elaine went from sobbing hysterics into nothing. I had to listen to them talk about how lucky it was for you to be taken to some made-up aunt's house, how some winter wind had shattered our door, and I thought I'd gone mad. But every time I did, I would look at that painted part of the table, then at the claw marks farther down. And no, it wasn't in my head.
She faked her death and changed her name. Sorry to burst your bubble, but that's the deal.
Okay, top 3 moments of your not life with us. Go. Buzz off, whale humper. The minute you're out of my line of sight, I literally forget you exist. Watch. You exist? You don't exist. You're bothering me? Don't care if you die. Why am I like this? You don't know me, dude. You don't know what I'm like. We're going somewhere that's not the good place, and it's not the bad place. We're going to a medium place. Oh, you're useless! Do your worst. We figured it out once. We can do it again. Because you know what, Michael? Yeah, they say.
Hides a lot of things, and she has a lot of different sides to her and keeps things hidden. And I think I'm a pretty honest person. I just get to create these scenarios. I've been thinking and thinking because you'd want to just live her life. Then I thought we could be beekeepers maybe, like collect honey. That would be cool. I was young. Sometimes they do that. Yes. It's weird. Kind. Everyone is their unique selves. I think beauty always comes from within, and how kind you are to people and how respectful you are of others' time.
You used to wrap yourself in fairy tales like a blanket, but it was the cold you loved. Sweeter goosebumps as Prince Charming slid one glass slipper over your little toes, a perfect fit. Hoping to share their power, and you hated yourself. If Prince Charming was real, if he could save you, you needed to be saved from the unfairness of everything.
I have no idea what I am, you psychopath.
You actually believe that all of this is somehow justified. You thought that I would be grateful?
Alpha Moon, I wish you luck in the search for your son. I'll let you know if any news comes my way. A meeting is unnecessary. But if you're found and carry on again, I'll be more than happy to clear my schedule. Alpha Corin, Alpha Nochi. I apologize for my later than usual arrival. I've been fine, just trying to keep everything together. It's good to see you too. Hello. You take after your mother, I see. Please move this couch to the usual spot, and see to the hunting ground by Mirror Lake if more prey is returned. What a terrible impression.
Thank you, sire. I thought I might have forgotten, but I love these materials. Brushes, the paints, the colours. I had not appreciated how much I missed my work. In some ways, yes. In other ways, their gods are very old. And sometimes I could not help noticing some similarities with our own god and his son. The Lord has come to me. Yes. No, he did not speak, and yet I heard his voice. I've rediscovered my faith. I'm a new man.
But if we took a position of fuck it, I just have not processed it. I'm pretty sure, yeah. What's the thing? Depression. That'll hit. He likes me. People like me. Yeah, I'm kind of banking on her calling you back so I don't have to evict you and you feel all guilty and shit. Because I actually think he's sort of the most like his father. And Logan wants to pass it down to one of his kids. Connor doesn't understand the business. And I think the problem with both Shiv and Kendall is that they are almost too smart for their own good. They want to reinvent it. They think that this is, you know, they want to put their own spin on it, or they want to be their own version of, like, Dad built himself from the ground up. That's what they want to be. And Roman's like, just do what Dad does. Yell at people, make them do stuff.
Howdy, darling. I thought you were shot. Bitches bit. You know, I might not have enough silver to kill you, but I could sure make you suffer. Hey, stop squirming. I'm not supposed to know. I don't know. Let me look at her. She's gone. Little Bobby, Marlon's gone. No more party. I can hear you breathing, little girl. We ain't playing games no more, little girl. Shoot her. Take her face off. You know what she did to Kaylee? And she killed your mother, too.
I'm happy for the men that they can have, like, sort of ways to blow off some steam. Like, I think it's so sweet how they have their sports. I think that's so darling. All of the men have decided to be on a team, of course, because they're best friends. And they love to be best friends, and that's why they wear the same outfit. Gronk, if I get the toy, I'll give it to you. You're my best friend, Tom. Good luck today. Mwah. And then Tom's like, thank you so much. So sweet.
It's about a group of people who are in a cabin. No, it's not. It's about Marcel the Shell with Shoes On, who is a one-eyed shell. He's living in a house with his grandmother, Nana Connie, which also happens to be my own grandmother's name.
Anybody got a match? People turn on you just like the wind. Everybody is a fair weather friend. In the end, you're better off alone. Who are you? Is he always like this?
Yes.
I'm Eurydice, a singer. Is that what you are? Oh, a liar and a player too. I've met too many men like you. Come again? When? I haven't seen a spring or fall since... I can't recall. Oh, he's crazy. Why would I become his wife?
Let's keep me strong, or this fear will drive my courage away. Please shine your light on him now. Bring him here, for I see.
Buried memories. Cut the garbage, Tenzin. Don't worry, kid. The chances of you being assassinated are almost zero.
Good. You guys aren't dead.
I'm not interested in talking about my feelings.
I'm not giving up. I'm gonna find my officers and take Amon down. But I'm gonna do it my way, outside the law.
Nice job, Mako. You're going to make a great detective.
Oh, I am well aware of who you are. And your avatar title might impress some people, but not me.
When I talked about my beliefs, that the Maker reveals himself in the beauty of his world, they treated me with disdain. They want to believe that he's gone, so that when he turns his gaze on them, it means they are special, chosen. I haven't asked to borrow anything of yours. Find my own what? Are you jealous? Is that what this is about? Because I don't think it's for you to decide what I should or should not do. You forget, Morrigan. I am not without my own pointy ends as well.
Goodbye, my oldest enemy. I cannot let word spread of my brother's botched conquest. For order to thrive, this whole mess must be wiped away. Beginning with you. You Ethereans are all alike. Such strong connections to one another. It's what makes you weak. Your little ploy of parsing out information like a bargaining chip was never going to last long out here. I see all. I know all. At last, there will be peace! Are you comfortable, Your Majesty? I strive to treat my guests well. I believe we can learn a great deal from one another. Speaking of Etheria, you must miss it terribly. Would you like to see your homeworld now?
There was 5 people total in those days, and the first jam we were doing 5-part harmony, and it just clicked.
Wow.
It was the funnest thing I could imagine doing, and gratifying and artistically, satisfying. It was fantastic.
Cold winds of change come about. They get warmer with age, and I don't lie, so don't doubt.
I don't know, there's just much more clarity. I've been managing myself for almost 5 years now, and so I just kind of know what's going on at all times and feel like, I can make business decisions and that kind of thing, whereas when I was first starting out, I had no idea what I was really doing. And the music, of course, has evolved over time, for sure, thematically as I've gotten older. I've never been on a real tour. I've been on many micro tours where we do, where I'll do 3 shows in a row out of my state. Like this stint is like Massachusetts. It is kind of like that. That can be a good and bad thing. Like for instance, tonight I'm here at Wellesley College. I really wanted to see more.
It's more getting blown out of a tunnel. It is. It's a tremendous amount of fun. I finally realized why all those guys in the 60s and 70s ended up doing a lot of Westerns, because you get to work outside. You get paid for it.
Yeah.
And most people don't realize in a lot of TV shows and movies, most of it is done in a studio where you have no windows.
Hi, I'm Anson Mount here on the set of Hell on Wheels. Now typically we shoot our whiskey straight up around here, but to celebrate your chance to join me on set, thought we'd class it up a bit and try this simple old-fashioned recipe.
Hey, snap out of it, would you? You saw that look on her face, didn't you?
Well, if worse comes to worse, we can always eat each other.
That's it. I can't put up with you losers anymore. To look for hell, I guess. I am so sick of hearing that word. So what now? Trying to go through the front gate would be suicide. Not that scares me. Just seems kind of pointless is all. Well, at least then you'll finally have something to eat. It's my kind of place. What if he is? Are you gonna go back to being that human's dog?
Listen up! We're not here to hurt you. We don't even want your wallets. We just need a place to lay low until we can be safely on our way. Don't do anything stupid and you'll be fine. Understood? That makes 2 of us. On the ground, now! I said get on the ground!
Good boy. Don't worry, Jay. I got your back. You know that, right? I'm gonna take first watch. You 2 get some rest. We got a long day tomorrow. 2 weeks? Even if we had 2 years, we couldn't raise that kind of cash.
I'm not in charge here. I wasn't here when you went missing. I can see you going through the old Treadstone files. Retracing your history. I know you're looking for something. Let me help you find it. Not quick or dumb enough for you? How does Alicia Vikander pronounce her name? How I would say it would be Alicia Vikander. Eftersom min tränare sa nu är det bara 11 veckor, 12 veckor kvar, så att nu är det hård träning innan dess. I was so extremely fortunate to kind of get the chance to professionally do what I loved the most. But it's interesting how that kind of idea of success does change.